Valkyrie keeping targets up as Ragnaros landing a 4-man Sulfurish Smash, Endurance of Hate from Mephisto, and this combination executed perfectly at the end of the game.
From Alarak, make it a quad kill set up by that East.
Wow, did you see that mosh pit? 4-man mosh pit while on a conveyor belt. That was like a regular sushi line.
Nukerak, core at 50%. Both cores are just absolutely melting. Which one's going to go down first? I think this is going to be Respect the Gooses. Oh my goodness.
Ring. Oh my goodness, the ring. Jaina just pulling up everybody here. That's a 4, make it 5.
And it does knock them all up. What a play. Oh my God, somebody please clip that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to twitch.tv/MurderRG, and a big special welcome back to one of my main men. It is Stoic here to my right. How you doing, my man?
I am great. It's good to be here. Glad to be back.
I'm glad you're back as well. I sincerely missed you. I was kind of lost for a bit there.
Oh, that's sweet of you to say.
You know, you get used to casting with someone like yourself, and then it disappears, and you just start scratching your head, and you have to talk to yourself for an hour and a half instead. Wasn't as much fun.
Well, let me tell you, it wasn't as much fun not casting or playing Heroes of the Storm.
Well, we're certainly glad to have you back here on the channel, Stoic. Let's talk about tonight's matchup just a bit. We got Beast Coast, the #1 seed in Division A East, up against gillyShark. They're currently ranked #6. Really, this is the end of the season, so they're fighting for position. Where are they going to end up in the playoffs? They are both locked in, so just really fighting for position of where they'll end up in that bracket. Looking at tonight's matchup, I think we both agree Beast Coast has the edge, but they had a bit of a roster change this week. We're not going to talk too much about it. I think some of you guys at home might know about that. So we're going to see how they respond to that change and how these teams respond to the new anomaly in the Nexus.
Yeah, definitely some things to mix this up. Beast Coast, the favorite, but definitely in the power of gillyShark here to take this match from him if the cards align.
Absolutely, and already we are loading on in to game #1. It's going to be Cursed Hollow, as chosen by the gillySharks. Let's quickly talk about the map bans, however. We had Beast Coast winning the toss, opting for this first pick on map #1. So the Sharks banned away Volskaya Foundry and Alterac Pass. Beast Coast, they banned away Infernal Shrines and Towers of Doom. And yeah, you already saw it. Cursed Hollow here for map #1 as chosen by the gillySharks. But I think of note, and maybe just coincidental, gillyShark banning away 2 of those snow anomaly maps.
Gotta be a coincidence. Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, people are on that level. This is Division A after all.
Right?
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, did I just break you? Hold on. There we go. I wanted to fix your cam just a bit. There we go. I think that's better. Yeah, I had you just a little... Oh, I did it again. There we go. All right. Yeah, okay, I like that. You're good. Quick bans! Sylvanas and Rhaegar banned away by Beast Coast, and there's the ban on Cassia. I think Cassia might be the best hero that the game has seen since... Oh, I don't even know. What's been this good? Maybe old Raynor when he was bugged?
Original Garrosh when he like pulled you and then threw you.
Maybe that. That's another good one. There's a quick pick on Abathur, big map Cursed Hollow, and a great map for Secret 333 to hop in the slug.
Yeah, you know, when they played this with against Too Calculated to Throw. Oh, there's the Samuro steal away.
They know the situation. You can't give away the Samuro with the Abathur. There's really no other option for you to do there since you didn't ban out the Sam. You're kind of stuck taking it, but I think Stark's okay with it. He can play a lot of heroes. I'm sure Samuro is one of those that he's going to feel confident on here in game #1. And Jinxie Cat, she gets one of her favorite tanks. It's Johanna.
Yeah, that's a solid pickup there. Last time, from my stats, that Stark played Samuro, it was a win against the Pixie Dusters. So hopefully this, for them, goes the same direction. Greymane and Lucio picked up for the side of Beast Coast.
And that'll be Mega Muffin, now known as just Muffin. I guess he made a name change. I didn't even realize that. I was talking to him during the coin toss. I saw his Discord tag just said Muffin. And now I'm seeing his in-game tag just says Muffin. So welcome, Muffin. I'll have to get used to that. Final ban for the gillySharks, it will be a Nubarak.
Interesting. Nubarak pretty scary without those basic attacks to follow up, so interesting. Maybe a strategy that I'm not familiar with. A Nubarak, haven't seen him banned in quite a long time.
Yeah, and what does that signal? Do they want to go something like Cho'Gall? Like, what? Why ban the Anubarak? I'm not quite sure yet.
Yeah, neither am I. It's Legacy played Anubarak against 2 calculated to throw for a victory. Maybe they're afraid of that play there.
Okay, well, we've seen Ryokai play Phoenix before. If you're in chat, I think you're like, okay, we expected this pick. And for Chest Looter, it's going to be Junkrat. He can get around this map. He takes that Ripper Air at level 13, and Junkrat can really run around, do a lot of crazy stuff, but pretty good at clearing out waves. I'd imagine going to be used in one of the solo lanes, Samuro being in the other, and that'll leave Phoenix in the 3-man rotation, or I guess not really necessarily rotating, but definitely going to be able to help get those camps around the map. Final 2 here for Beast Coast. It is Zool, who made it deep in this draft, and at tank it'll be Diablo, played by Legacy.
Yeah, interesting drafts coming here from both of these teams. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. Obviously, both teams putting some serious emphasis here on the macro. We'll see how they decide to take these objective fights with Brightwing. It's the last pick, so both teams looking to be all over the place all the time.
Well, we all know Gillyweed, and we know Brightwing to be one of her favorite heroes in the game, so I think this has got to be some sort of homage to her. Maybe she's out there watching right now. Maybe they're just trying to impress. Gilly, if you're out there, hey, how's it going? It's a Brightwing.
Yeah, man, these drafts. All I know is that we're going to have Abathur all over the place. We're going to have Zool pushing lanes, Lucio with a speedy Greymane and Diablo behind. But to match that, you got Samuro blinking around, Brightwing flying everywhere, and Junkrat putting people out of their positions. I think we're about to see a really interesting game here in Cursed Hollow.
In chat right now, my good friend Kagakiri here hanging out. How's everything going with you? Hopefully you've been good. I'm going to open up our Game 1 poll. I'm a little bit late here, so I'm going to type it quick. Who will win Game 1? Will it be Beast Coast or will it be the gillySharks? Head on over to chat up at the top. Select the team you want to win and be sure to hit that submit button. And here we go. We're already loaded on in. Game number 1, Cursed Hollow.
Heroes.
I'm going to quickly introduce this team on the left-hand side, and then I will take that Hydrate. I see it. Richard Gere on the Lucio, the Pie Maker playing Abathur, Secret 333 on the Zool, Muffin on the Greymane, and the last pick will be Diablo for Legacy. Give it up for Beast Coast.
And on the red team, Team gillyShark, Chest Looter playing Junkrat, Jinxie Cat on Johanna, Stark on Samuro, Ryokai playing Phoenix, and Zergy Monster playing Brightwing.
Okay, Ektar, last night we were talking about the snow when we were watching, what map was it? I think it was Volskaya. And I was like, I think the snow's a little bit different, but here on Cursed Hollow, the snow looks really big again. So maybe they do have different snow effects on different snow maps, or maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. But you can definitely tell it's snowing right now. In case you don't know, the snow will accumulate on heroes, granted them a 28 shield every half second, stacking up to 224, and that shield will last until destroyed. Apparently, it will last even if the snow stops, so that might be a bit of a typo. We learned that last night. And welcome in chat to Mrs. Windup Bird. Love seeing you here. Thanks for showing up tonight.
Rotation from both of these teams down to this bottom lane. It looks like the red team will pull out. Ryokai getting set up to take that camp immediately. Wanted to make sure they were there right on time.
And we're not seeing that yet from Greymane. Instead, there's Muffin at mid having to disengage there and roll away with that Greymane. Will be safe. Everyone's going to rotate back towards their wall. But yeah, first on camp, it's just this Phoenix right now. Ryokai there going to get a little bit of help maybe from Zergy Monster. She's starting to make that rotation over. But wait, maybe not. Maybe just going to help out the Samuro in the bottom lane.
Yeah. Up at the top lane, Zool and Junkrat kind of at an impasse as they both have lots of siege damage for their teams here. Zool looking like he's now rotating to grab this Vision Camp. Will he get the siege Camp? Nope. Opting to time that with the objective.
Yeah, just making sure they have vision, making sure no one's going to rotate onto their camp. I think they want to hold it a little bit longer, knowing that first tribute's going to be on the bottom side of the map. So I expect them to just keep soaking some XP, get their level 4 talents, which they are just grabbing now. Sorry for not showing you guys these talents earlier. My bad. We're 2 minutes in, and I'm finally popping them on the screen for you. Will be a bruiser camp pickup for gillyShark, as that's going to be marching down the mid lane to help defend against this bruiser camp coming against them. And there goes Greymane finally making the move now over to this siege camp of theirs. They're going to be just in time for that tribute spawning in the bottom side. We're about 10 seconds away from hearing that first call out. And, you know, the first place team looking like the first place team so far. I think their macro is maybe a bit more collected here. As we do have a pause, I'm going to switch us over to our webcam scene. And welcome back to the stream, Stoic.
Thanks. You know, with the camp timings here, it looks like maybe blue team will be 15 experience ahead, but just slightly.
Yeah, perhaps. You know, we haven't seen too much out of the top lane really in either direction. Zul's been playing it safe. Junkrat hasn't really had any need to look for any kills as of yet. Looks like we are getting ready to go back into the game, so I'm going to pop us back over to our in-game scene here. Am I the ready button guy? I don't think so. No, I'm set as an observer, so.
Yep.
Looks like here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we are back in. Shui RG showing up. What is up, Shui? The lads are casting. Indeed we are. Indeed we are. And there's that call out at the 2:30 mark. We'll be on the bottom side of the map. Camp just grabbed by Greymane. There go those siege giants right now. Looks like Samuro might be sent up to the top lane. There goes Stark to help deal with that, which could signal that the gillySharks are going to want to give this one up, although they do have this Junkrat. I think drafting Chest Looter onto Junkrat, they really just want to stall these out as long as possible. He's got all those grenade launcher grenades, and already placing down that concussion mine right on top as well will give an additional layer of stall here for Chest Looter.
Yeah, we'll see how much they want to commit, if they'll leave Samuro top, or if they will rotate him down now that he's clearing out this siege camp. Muffin halfway through the channel gets interrupted. Zul with the Avatar hat, putting a little bit of work onto Ryokai, but he'll be totally fine with the shield.
Well, Chest Looter's already 3 for 3 on the interrupts. Barely missing that, so has to pop the concussion mine. That was the safety valve. But now with that being down, they're going to have to really make a decision. What do they want to do? Can they wait for Samuro to get here? Doesn't look like they're going to have a chance to wait. The fight is taking place. It's a 4v4 now. Muffin diving in deep on Ryokai, but this Phoenix starting to spread out a lot of damage, and Greymane and Zul both having the back up to the wall. Now with Samuro showing up, it's a 5v4 in favor of the gillySharks.
Yeah, also with the level 7 advantage. We'll see if they can make a play here, find a quick kill in this couple-second lead. Diablo blinded in the middle of the team, bounced back, and will be taken out by Ryokai.
I mean, that entire play, I'm just going to be honest. That was Junkrat being Junkrat. Even helped secure that kill with the concussion mine at the end. They will lose their Phoenix. But they get the tribute, and I think that's really what they wanted. Maybe, you know, of course didn't want to lose the Phoenix. But they got the real prize there, Stoic.
Yeah. And taking out this tower here means that's permanent damage that Abathur cannot build back with the Mule. So good pickup there as well. A 1-for-1 trade, but a building to boot.
All the while, Abathur had been in the top lane. Piemaker now giving Beast Coast a bit of an XP lead, as no one was able to soak this top lane for the gillySharks. Samuro made the rotation down to help secure those kills earlier, but losing out on some XP might cost them here heading into level 10. I think at this point, you got to expect that Beast Coast is going to make the mark first. Tribute number 2 about to spawn, and once again, we'll be on the bottom half of the map.
Yeah. Oh, Muffin here getting quite low, but Legacy with a good peel to keep Jinxie Cat from finishing and converting that to a kill. Siege Camp taken on cooldown by the red team. Will not be too much of a disruption as the tribute spawns very close to that bottom lane.
And Chest Looter once again going to walk in, put that concussion mine down. Lucio the one here in defense, but a nice blind from Johanna might secure the pickup. Yes, they will. That was impressive from Jinxie Cat, finding the blind, and then the condemn to make sure Lucio can't skate close enough for the interrupt.
That was some pro-level Pro level play right there. Perfectly timed blind, blocking all of those Lucio. Wow, very impressive.
Still some Siege Giants here in the bottom lane as Ryokai now under pressure yet again from Lucio. There's the jump in from Greymane, but no pickup yet. Just the 1 kill for each side so far, but look at this, 2-0 on the tributes, and catching up in XP because they're able to grab that one very quickly.
Yeah, now with level 10 coming online for both of these, we'll see how the teams choose to play camps here. This will be Cursed Trip or Cursed Point for the team gillyShark. Will they be able to sneak a camp and possibly the tribute? The blue team will be forced to respond, so they don't have an early curse.
Welcome in chat to Cat Peach GG and Tetcher. Welcome. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your stay tonight, cheering on the gillySharks. Got tribute number 3 spawning both teams now at level 10, and a quick bruiser camp pickup here for the Sharks. Going to give them some pressure in that mid lane, just 1 tribute away, and you've seen how reliable Junkrat's been in the early portion during those first 2 tribs. Going to try to do it yet again here with that concussion mine on the point. Samuro clones going to pressure back a few members of Beast Coast, but so far just waiting to find the engagement they want, although Johanna a bit split from the team right now, Stoic.
Yeah. Jinx Cat looking for an opportunity now as Diablo Apocalypse has now been popped. Lots of damage coming out from Zool here. That Poison Nova, unstoppable from Brightwing and Johanna, will get the team out. Looks like Junkrat Mines will not be enough to interrupt this tribute as the first tribute for...
Wait, he did. He used the concussion mine.
Oh my gosh, and he finds the angle to hit it again.
Chest Splitter is a boss. I think
Yeah.
Jinxie Cat can get a shield glare. Yes, she can. So it's still interrupted. Start going in. There's the Purification Salvo and the Phase Shift coming in from Brightwing. Secret now knocked around, and Zool is down. Do these Sharks look good tonight or what? The stall is impeccable, and they're about to get the curse and their 3rd straight tribute here, Stoic.
Yeah, that's incredible. Excellent sound barrier from Richard Greer, and not enough to hold back that damage to take down Zool here. As Curse goes, 8 minutes in, 3 in a row for gillyShark. Wow, impressive play here. They came with their A game for this Division A East matchup.
And let's look up top as well. There's Stark playing the Samuro now, getting through the wall and maybe about to march right onto that fort. Yeah, there he goes, back at mid now. Jinxie Cat trying to lead the Sharks onto finding their first fort of the game, but without a minion wave, willing to back up. Don't want to deal with this Greymane too much on their back line. Brightwing a bit low on mana, so going to head back to base. Probably has a phase shift to be back very quickly. But do they get a fort here? Maybe they don't.
Yeah,
Phase shift up top.
Abathur Mine is on cooldown for the next 25 seconds, but if that fort doesn't fall, it can get healed back up.
Bottom lane now, Junkrat under some pressure. Phoenix having the phase shift out. That was the blessed shield from Johanna just to make sure no one's going to fall there. Riptire out, but no target low enough to get a kill. They do finish off that Abathur clone, and now it'll be 70 seconds with a 5v4 advantage on the map. No option for that clone, so they can start thinking maybe about a fight, maybe about a boss. And yeah, boss is what they want right now. Up in the top lane, Samuro and Brightwing already starting it up.
Yeah, XP advantage in favor here of Beast Coast, and that will slowly change as passive experience goes in favor of gillyShark.
Sorry about that. I wiggled my mouse and, yep, camera went everywhere. Apologies.
Getting 2 forts in his first tribute, almost a third, is quite a strong first tribute here. Abathur trying to hold off this mid fort. Junkrat, played by Chestleader, coming down to see if they can finish this off for good.
Well, at least counteracting some of the mule. Okay, all of the mule.
Yep, with a team there, fort will fall. Blue team rotating as 3, looking to take back their vision camp and possibly get the siege camp.
I like what I've seen out of Stark so far on this Samuro. What are your thoughts? He's been kind of harassing the top lane and making sure Abathur is not getting any sort of free value. Willing to send clones in whenever he wants, and now look at this. On the enemy bruiser camp, knowing exactly where the enemy team's at. I think this is a safe play for him, but here comes Zool, and I don't think he knows it yet. He does know it. Oh, he's leaving. He saw it.
Yeah, Zool just standing there menacingly. Stark not sure where the rest of the team is, as the boss is now cleared. Possible team fight here over this bruiser camp invade. Team gillyShark down by a level, or half a level here because of the Abathur soak, but a full commitment on taking this bruiser camp. Junkrat mine in place to secure it just in case. Red team will walk away unscathed.
Couple camps still left, but they're both on the side of gillyShark. There's a siege camp, there's a bruiser camp. Looks like they want the bruiser camp first. Junkrat now past level 13 with that Ripper Air that I mentioned during the draft. And what we've seen out of Chest Looter so far, it's been really impressive. Hasn't really needed to be a mobile hero, but now with that option, you're gonna see a lot more out of Junkrat.
Abathur gonna fall in the top lane.
Oh no! Oh no, it's a dead slug.
Yeah. Excellent job by Stark, scouting that out and taking him down.
I mean, he's scouting harder than me, and I have all vision.
Maybe he has map hacks too.
So it'll be tribute number 4 coming up, and with Abathur down, might be a clean give here over to the gillySharks. Now ahead by, we'll call it a quarter of a level, and 1 tribute heading into their second curse of the game. Boss is not an option right now. They've been recently grabbed. All the camps have been taken as well, so not too much to do except look for level 16.
Look at Stark here, pretending to be, wow, mounting up on one of his clones as he pretends to be a clone in the back line, only to warp away once the team realizes that the damage was actually true Samuro damage. Very impressive.
Now he is going to base clone swap and get that health back. A nifty little play there. Basically free health every time, right?
Yeah, that's impressive.
Junkrat not yet set up this time, but here comes Chest Looter expecting to see that concussion mine on the point again, and there it is. Legacy, the one on the front line, playing this Diablo, being pressured back now by Samuro in his grasp. There is Lucio trying to heal him up, and now skating around towards mid, wants to try to help get this Greymane into the fight. But it looks like Muffin was trying to attack from the top angle. Now going to change their mind and start heading in with the rest of the team here right at the point.
Yeah, big blind coming out from Jinxie Cat. Stark continuing to stall them as these mines just keep coming out for Junkrat down this small choke. He's looking to reposition for a moment here.
Well, you thought the stall was great before, but now at level 16 with endless nades, Chest Looter is going to have a ton more shots coming out of that grenade launcher. A lot of heroes low. There's the barrier. While the Purification Salvo comes out, Brightwing is going to fall. And that might be the first real blemish for the gillySharks here in this match. Ryokai now under a lot of pressure and will fall. Stark on the backside barely able to get away. It's a 2-for-0 in favor of Beast Coast. Richard Gere with a fantastic... Oh no! What happened? The clone just picked up the kill on Samuro.
Yeah, the clone, it did. Yeah, Team gillyShark a little bit split around this windmill here in the middle of the jungle. Kind of got picked off one by one there.
Well, I was wanting to say how nice of a play that was from Richard Gere, throwing out that barrier at such a great time. Really right before that Purification Salvo was about to get some value.
Yeah.
You gotta think, you know, he's playing a hero. He loves to play this Lucio. I've seen him on it before. Looking really good here in game number 1.
Definitely. You know, in that last fight, thinking about it, the Diablo APOC came just a moment before the Blessed Shield landed, which caused the red team to have to respond to those big stun circles, splitting up, which then allowed blue team to kind of just overwhelm them and push them around a little bit. I'd love to rewatch that fight after this series.
Both sides picking up their siege cams almost at the same time. Will be a bottom side tribute up next as our bosses are respawning. Do the Sharks want to go for their boss right now? I think they might be thinking about it. They are nowhere near that bottom tribute. They're just checking to make sure no one's here around their boss. And they got all the information they needed. I think they're about to work on that boss now. And maybe this is a good play. Maybe you see Beast Coast start their boss. Yeah, Muffin's going to go for the boss as well. Here comes Samuro scouting it out, so they know they're there. That might just be enough to get Greymane to back off this thing.
Stark with incredible stall here. Wow.
Yeah, now he's a bit too low, though.
You're right. You're right. Is he, though?
Oh, yeah. He's waiting for Brightwing. Oh, he gets it in time, but they can't save the tribute. There's going to be the Emerald Wind coming out as well. Now on the boss, look at this thing. It's already down to 10% health. Can they get here in time? Jinxie Cat walking up, has that Blessed Shield, but really can't do much. just a moment too late. And Legacy looks like he'll be able to disengage out of this as well. Going to be inside that huge heal from Lucio, picking up the frequency at level 16. But go ahead.
I was gonna say this still goes in favor though of the red team here, as they're continuing to lead with still 3 forts alive, and this boss will be taken down just before it gets this bottom fort.
Yeah, it's gonna get both those towers. It's gonna get the wall even through that mule. And the bottom lane boss, it's already been killed. So yeah, you're right. I think it is looking good for the Sharks. They're gonna try to steal away yet another bruiser camp at mid, perhaps. Junkrat's thinking about it. Instead, they want this Zool. Here comes the Brightwing Polymorph on. That's a nice pickup. They do use a lot of heroics, however. Riptire down, Blessed Shield down. I thought they used the Emerald Wind. They did not. So just the 2. So maybe not a lot of heroics.
I'd say it's worth it here. If this secures them, this other tribute, means Curse Point is avoided, and they're going to be about tied on the race to 20.
They're going to keep some pressure up in that bottom lane as Stark playing the Samuro, picking up their second tribute now. Curse Point for the next one going in both directions. And we might be at level 20 at that point. A couple camps on the map, bruiser camps for both teams. Beast Coast keeping eyes on theirs, but here come the Sharks, sharking around this map, looking for a fight. They do see each other. I think Greymane and Johanna just stared each other in the eyes for a brief second.
Or face my curse. The choice is...
This will be a huge tribute. Both teams at Curse Point. We're right before level 20. All 5 heroes alive for both teams. This will be a fight that could decide the game.
Stark gonna grab some vision here. Also might be pushing up that top lane just a bit. Getting the final tally towards level 20. And teammates picking up the bruiser camp for the gillySharks. Gonna have that pressuring the map out during this tribute. Now Samuro gonna say, no, Diablo, that is my vision. And I'm gonna let Johanna walk right on top of it. Now they have sights on everybody. Diablo's gonna charge right through it anyway. APOC down, only hitting onto Johanna, but she's gonna be just fine. Phase shift should be available. There's the Emerald Wind, separating out the Diablo while the Purification Salvo's out there from Phoenix. No kills yet, Stoic.
Yeah, Junkrat looking here to do the stalling that he's done so well. Muffin blocking the shots. Junkrat has one more start, getting them with the body with a last-second stall there. Impressive work. Avatar's clone is now gone. It's a 5v4 in the team fight. But can the stall get... No.
Not that time.
Second curse goes over in favor of East Coast.
And Diablo looking for a flip. Not going to get it. Good polymorph there from Brightwing. Just barely out of the grasp that time. You did see Samuro having to leave that tribute fight, and that's really what ended up costing the gillySharks, but I think they're okay with it. They have a lot of structures still on the map. I think they're understanding the situation, like, hey, let's just not lose heroes here, because if we die and they get the curse, that could be game over. But if we give them the curse, make a strong defense, we're still fighting in this game.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right here. They're opting, though, now to see if they can sneak this camp quickly. Blue team's going to say, take the camp, and we'll take your walls, looking for structures.
And top lane is spooky, my dude.
Yeah, top lane with a lot of these ranged minions who do so much damage to these towers with siege giants behind. Needs to be a response.
That's a keep. There's no way they save this.
Yeah.
Checking out mid. Yeah. Wow. Checking out mid. They're trying to stand up a defense here as well. I think knowing that top lane keep is 100% going to fall, it does. But like I said, they didn't lose heroes, they didn't lose the game, and, you know, losing the game, winning the game, that's the important part, Stoic.
It's true. I mean, a structure advantage doesn't mean anything if your core is dead.
I was casting a Braxis holdout game last night. The team that won had both their keeps down, their core at 32%, and they hadn't gotten one structure the entire game. So, you just got to play for the end game. You got to play for the moment that's going to win you the game. And don't play for the moment that might lose you the game.
That is well said. Play for the win.
Play for the win.
And both of these teams, it's 20 minutes in. Both of these teams could take this, although the next curse would be pretty strong for Team gillyShark. So onus is now on the blue team to make sure that they can get the advantage. They're looking for kills to try and end this game top lane.
And look at Stark doing a lot of scouting here with the Samuro, making sure they have eyes on enemy heroes. They're working on the boss here in the top lane. On the bottom side, Beast Coast now just getting started on theirs with a lot more damage at this point. should be able to shred through it before the Sharks can make it down here. Will be a top lane boss, will be a bottom lane boss for the third time already here, 21 minutes in on Cursed Hollow. And here comes that phase shift. Brightwing's going to get there in time, but not in time to get the boss.
Yeah, bummer. You know, it's interesting how these waves have shifted priority, that the waves are now very much on the red team side, that blue team is going to have free clear of this boss, as will red team, but, I mean, this top wave is pushing down with 2 catapults.
2 catapults and just a second away from being on the core. There goes that final catapult for the red team. Will these lock onto the core? Yes, they will. But do they get the shielding down? I don't know. Minions are there. They're shooting at least one of those catapults. Should be good.
You're right. Should be safe. Blue team looking like they will protect their top keep. Not going to be in a position to delay this tribute, though.
They will not be. You're right. And the mule on that top lane keep as well. Stark's going to try to kill it and will be able to. There's the curse. So this will be a top lane keep down. But looking for a fight. Here they come. Blessed Shield going to lead off onto the Diablo. There's the Purification Salvo. Good silence coming out as well from Brightwing. There's the Emerald Wind to help disengage, which really didn't do too much of anything. Legacy now trying to Hellgate in. Didn't find the flip. Jinxie Cat trying to back up. Healing reduction applied, and Johanna will fall.
First death of the game for Johanna. Quite indestructible here, but with Stark and Ryokai forced to Hearth, this curse got them a keep, but will it get them much more? Without a tank, this will be a scary time to fight.
Also stealing away a siege camp. I think this is the first camp they've been able to steal away the entire game. But hey, coming at a good time, because during the enemy curse, they have the advantage on the map. They're looking at stealing away a keep now. And with that top lane keep already down, it's starting to look dire for gillyShark.
Wow.
25 seconds away from having Johanna back on the map.
You know, yeah, technically the red team has an advantage right now, but the blue team is not respecting that, and it's going to go well as they're going to grab another keep.
The curse is over.
Wow. 1 keep remaining with a full healthy wall here for the red team, but these top and bottom lanes are the boss lanes, which will be back up in 2 minutes.
Just the 1 camp available right now as they're going to stop off at mid, finish up clearing out this bruiser camp, pushing from the gillySharks, and there goes Secret 333 playing the Zool. Haven't talked too much about him, but he's gone into the Scythe build here in game number 1. And we'll be able to take that camp. Here comes the phase shift in. No? I think it was canceled.
Looks like it was. Team's posturing around this mid lane. I mean, slight advantage here to the blue team, but still anyone's game here as it's 0-0 curse point. This game might not come down to objectives, but down to a team fight.
So 23-22. We haven't talked about our kill counts in a long time. Greymane currently sitting with 2, Abathur 1, Lucio and Zool 1 as well. On the other side, it is Ryokai's Phoenix with 2 kills. Haven't seen a lot of blood. It's pretty much been stalled out for a bit as we do have a disconnect. Let's switch back on over to the webcams yet again. And this actually gives me a perfect opportunity to say thank you in chat to Silvara83, dropping in 42 bits there during the action. Appreciate you showing up tonight, hanging out with us, and supporting me. I love you. Thank you.
Oh no.
She blue screened.
That's awful. That happened to me today. What an awful experience.
Will she be able to reconnect?
It all comes down to timing. Richard Greer taking credit for this.
What a guy. Tetra
We got a moment
Tetra in
ago.
chat saying Brightwing with Samuro is really hard. What are your thoughts there, Stoic?
Probably hard to keep Samuro healthy with a Brightwing, as Samuro wants to be back doing Samuro things. I imagine a healer like Malfurion would do a better job of being able to keep Samuro healthy. I don't know, though. I mean, I'm not good enough to play with very much Samuro. Tetra's the one who would know.
You know, Brightwing's one of my highest level heroes. I really love playing her. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I just like playing all the global heroes. Dahaka, Falstead, Brightwing, they've been 3 of my top most played heroes since the game pretty much came out and those heroes were released. Tetra saying she should be able to reconnect, which is hopefully the case, and hopefully some good news we get momentarily. But it might be a bit of a delay. There is 24 minutes worth of replay to speed up there for her when she gets here. So
while we have this time, though,
Sure.
let's... Murda, what's happened in this game? We saw gillyShark take an advantage with 3 forts shortly after their first objective, getting all 3 in a row because of the stall from Junkrat. But now we have Beast Coast in a pretty strong position going into this about the 25-minute mark.
Yeah, and who's really taken like the big talents that can change this game around? You know, I don't know if there's anything that I'm like, all right, that'll do it. Perhaps the Mortal Wound from Zul. We did see it come out in that last fight when Johanna fell. Using the Spectral Scythe, it's going to apply a 75% healing reduction for 40 seconds. That'd be something. For 4 seconds. Yeah, that's a good level 20 talent. And then, of course, you get Unconquered Spirit for Phoenix, and we know Ryokai when he plays this guy, he likes to die a little bit. Just kidding. Love you, Ryo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think either team really gets a level 20 advantage. I still think it's about even. It's going to come down to who can win the big fight when it matters most.
Yeah, I think you're right. Got to give the advantage to blue team right here. Looking at the waves, they're pushed pretty far to the red team. Red team can't make it happen. I mean, they want to try and find somebody to get that fight disadvantage before the Abathur clone can come online, I think, or play the avoidance game, but with no more objectives, with no more curse in the next 6 minutes or so.
Tetcher throwing out some knowledge for us, Stoic. He says, if communication isn't perfect, then Samuro swaps can cancel Brightwing's teleport.
Well, I leveled up today. Thank you, Tetcher.
I think we both leveled up.
Yeah. Man, speaking of leveled up, shout out to Tetcher for all the great work.
Yeah, did a lot of NGS casting. Hopefully he continues. Oh, did you see this? I saw this. It was like the #1 post on Reddit a couple days ago. Tetcher played a game using only voice commands.
Oh, I saw that. I was like, I have to focus and watch. I can't watch this while I'm working.
If anyone has the link, please throw it in chat right now. Share that video. It was amazing. Definitely a lot of fun. CurseCM in chat. What is up, my dude? Haven't seen you in a while. I don't know about that. It might take a bit to get to you, man. Sorry. Stark saying Jinxie is now in the process of reconnecting. Could be a moment. Could be more than a moment. We're not sure yet.
Yeah, I mean, this is an exciting... Whatever's going to happen here is going to be an exciting end, and we want Jinxie to be a part of it.
She's back? I think she's back.
Yep.
All right.
They think so, too.
Ready? 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 I think everyone's ready.
Here we go.
Tetra says, screw that, never again. I'm sure in reference to the voice command game. Yes, Ektar throwing the link in chat for everyone. Make sure you check that one out. Give him a like, give him a follow on YouTube. Definitely deserves it. And welcome back in. 24 minutes and 25 seconds through on Cursed Hollow. We've seen 2 curses already for the gillySharks. Just the one for our first place team, Beast Coast, who have been playing, I'd say, from behind throughout most of the game, but now with a bit of a lead here in the late portion. They got 2 keeps down on the opposite end, trying to wait for anyone to walk past their trap right now.
I grow tired of your petty squabbling.
Looks like they won't.
Gather
Samuro
tribute,
getting those clones.
Earn my favor.
Scout through that siege camp.
He's just sending clones to scout. This is all this is. Keep eyes. You got to let your teammates know where the enemies are at. He's going to find a couple right here on the enemy siege camp. And there's not too much that they can grab around the map. I think bosses have got to be respawning soon. Yeah, just 30 seconds away. And I recall them being grabbed almost identically earlier.
Yep.
So that could be a win condition for either team with keeps down in both of those boss lanes. Here's a easy tribute being picked up by Beast Coast. No defense coming out from the Sharks.
Now they're choosing to move up here. They're going to clear this catapult and 2 siege giants, but this could be a... All teams are showing lots of bodies here. Diablo turning this corner.
There's
He's
the
going to find a bunch
Shield,
of
only
squishy.
hitting one. Big Riptire coming out. Muffin's the one in trouble, but got that barrier. Now Ryokai trying to run away. Does get that Unconquered Spirit on the backline. Greymane clone trying to finish Phoenix off, but won't be able to. Legacy looking for the charge in, as Brightwing is the only hero to fall in the fight. Might be the only hero that really matters for Beast Coast. They're going to steal away the enemy boss, and I don't think there's anything the Sharks can do right now.
No, I mean, the only option for them, I guess, would be to try and counter-steal boss, give the curse, and base race, but with no keep, I don't know if that's going to work out very well. Looks like that is their plan as they move down. But with 2 siege giants, a boss, I wonder if blue team even goes for the curse.
No.
I
guess not, but this will be a boss, and enough time to make a defense at their core, question mark? I don't know, this is taking them too long.
Yeah, I think this is going to be GG. Stark with some fancy footwork makes it back in time, but a Samuro and a core is not enough to hold off Greymane, Zool,
and a boss. Like, that's the part they still haven't touched. Core down to 30%. Boss still not even here. Big stuns, big silence, and a triple kill from that huge Riptire. But the boss is going to be too much, and the defense will be too little, too late. Game number 1 going to be handed over to the number 1 seed in Division A East, Beast Coast.
Yeah, what a flash finish there.
Well, the defense was there. They're just a moment too late, Stoic.
But here's my thinking is, I don't know, even if they would have been there faster, that was a full health boss. Let's say they would have got the team wipe 10 seconds earlier. That was a full health boss. Like, I wonder if that would have still done enough damage. 28 minutes into the game, I think that maybe Samuro, Junkrat, Phoenix should have cleared it.
Well, definitely a tactical game number 1. Low amount of kills on both sides. Just the 6 for Beast Coast in the win up against the 8 coming out for the gillySharks. I don't know who really our MVP was. You know, honestly, I think I'd almost give it to Junkrat, even being on the losing team. Chessloot are able to do so much, especially in the early portions of that game. Really flashing on the hero. Able to stall out those tributes for quite a long time and picking up top hero damage on the team. Stoic,
Yeah, I mean,
what are your thoughts?
They chose Junkrat for a reason here on this map. They had an idea. They wanted to stall. They wanted to play the disruption game, and it worked really well. I mean, I think that Junkrat played here exactly like he was drafted for. Unfortunate fight at the end where that Hellgate found that Brightwing, and Brightwing couldn't escape. But I think lots of good things to learn from this game. I mean, Abathur always kept... I mean, look at that 22,000 experience, which is a lot, but also combined with Zool's 18,000, kept the blue team in a strong lead.
Yeah, you got to credit Piemaker as well. He was the one pressuring back the Phoenix in all of those team fights, cloning onto the Greymane almost every single time, if not every time. I think it was every time. I don't think there was any clone that wasn't the Greymane. And he was harassing. I mean, that's what you want to do when you pick up that clone. You don't necessarily need to get kills. If you do, it's a bonus. Just keep heroes out of the fight and you already win. Ladies and gents, we're going to take a very short break, about 1 minute, as we grab some water and load on in for game number 2. Don't go anywhere. We have a quick word from our sponsors. And welcome back. Stoic had to run really quickly. He'll be back momentarily, so you'll have to deal with me for just a bit. Gives me an opportunity to really reach out to you guys at home. Hopefully, as always, hoping that you're enjoying your stay here this evening. If you're not already following the channel, maybe consider helping me reach this follower goal we have up at the top of the screen. We're about, I can't do math. I think it's like 85 follows away from reaching that goal. So if you're one of those 85 people who want to help out, slap that heart button at the top of your screen right now, and welcome back to Stoic. You got a puppy with you.
I do. I have the puppy with me.
Tell everyone their name.
This is Captain the Poodle.
Captain the Poodle, welcome to the stream. Can you do like a Simba for us?
Yeah.
Super cute.
He's a cute little guy.
So we are in the lobby. Looks like we're going to be loading into a Brax's holdout map next. All of our players are here. Stoic, as long as you're ready to go. And Captain, if you're ready to go, we can ask them if they're ready to go.
Yeah. Captain and I are ready. I'm excited. We just saw a big map with long drawn-out objectives. Very little fighting. We're going to Brax's holdout. We're expecting to see almost the opposite here.
There's the follow coming out from Tetcher. I believe also a subscriber. Someone had gifted that sub last time. Welcome to the stream, Tetcher. As we load on in game number 2, Brax's holdout. This one chosen by Beast Coast. So it will be the Sharks first to ban, first to pick here. And the crown on top of Jinxie Cat's head right now. She's the acting captain this evening. See what she's thinking about here on Brax is a bit different of a map than Cursed Hollow. Of course, just the 2 lanes. You got that center area with a lot of camps, including that boss.
A new subscriber
but most of the time,
acquired.
Magic, my dude, Magic. Welcome back, my friend. I love this guy. I've known him for, oh geez, like 8 or 9 years now. A great dude. Maybe 10 years. Maybe it's 10. It's been a long time. But thank you for that sub. I don't even know what I was talking about. We're talking about Brax's holdout. There's the ban on Cassie again. She's just too darn good.
Yeah, feeling really strong. Interesting. We'll see what Beast Coast has in store for us here on this map. Looking like they want to take away Ryokai's Phoenix.
That could be a smart ban. I mean, Ryokai always plays the hero, but he has the other one, Sylvanas, and maybe Sylvanas a bit better on Brax's holdout? Question mark?
Yeah, I don't know. Question mark. I think that in the last game, not that it comes down to damage, but both Samuro and Junkrat had more. But, you know, Phoenix and Sylvanas both good here on Braxis. We'll see if they choose to ban the other. Greymane ban?
I like that ban. That's just straight respect. Muffin played the Greymane so well in game 1, and now a ban onto Junkrat will leave open Sylvanas, and I almost guarantee this is either Johanna or Sylvanas. There's no other pick here for the Sharks.
And Rexar is the pick.
I hate being wrong, Stoic.
You know what? It's all right. Rexar also a really strong pick. We
of
just
course.
slipped our mind with this, you know, Jinxie Cats. Johanna was so strong, made so much sense. But Rexar really good here to hold that top lane, be able to have 2 bodies, 2 beefy bodies, hold a point, clear a wave. Ooh. Oof.
Oof. Yeah, they're still going to weigh the Johanna. They're grabbing a Kel'Thuzad, which that's a head scratcher for me. But it's okay. It's okay. Still going to leave up that Sylvanas. But they don't have access to Jinxie Cat's Johanna. Do they make a swap here? Yeah, it'll be ETC. And of course, there is the Sylv for Ryokai.
Yeah, so definitely going to have a ton of pressure here in the lanes with the Rexar and Sylvanas. Always a threat with those black arrows. But, you know, Kel'Thuzad's a hero that, in the right hands, can 100-0 almost anyone.
Well, here's something to note. Zergy Monster making the swap onto Rexar. Someone different will be playing support here unless they make some sort of swap on these heroes in a later portion of this draft. Now a ban onto Ana, which might have been a nice pick along with the Kel'Thuzad for Beast Coast, but they're not going to go for that option here. 1 ban remaining for the gillySharks. I think they might also be thinking about banning away a support. No? Okay, this is just to make sure Rexar is going to have a better matchup.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Obviously going to here invest into Zergy Monster or whoever ends up playing the Rexar, investing there to make sure that Rexar wins that top lane, because you can't get the objective if you don't have both points.
It's not Lucio this time for Richard. It will be the old man, the big boomer. Make sure you head on over to nexusgamingseries.org. A brand new article posted tonight from Shredded Wind, one of our fantastic heroic players. Has been putting out a lot of healer guides, and today it is the Deckard Cain guide making its debut on the NGS website, so make sure you check that out. Also picked is Raynor for the Pie Maker.
Monkus in chat bringing up that this is Secrets KTZ on Braxis, which they did play against Parsley Stag, Rosemary, and Line for the victory, and probably other times as well.
Okay. Well, I can't say you're not right, Monkus. You know Division A better than probably anyone else in all of NGS, so I'm gonna take your word as you say it. It's KTZ on Braxis, and it's Secret 333.
You know, looking at this gillyShark, here's an interesting pick for them as they pick Imperius and Rhaegar to round out this draft with no mouthfeel and no percent damage. That's a lot of beef.
Okay, this isn't going to be like Twin Blades up against Rexar, is it?
I mean, is it going to be Taunt? Which would be good with the Kel'Thuzad, so I'd imagine that's where you pick it up.
But he's going to be playing solo lane, right?
Oh. Yeah, well, I guess solo lane Taunt would probably lose too hard to the Rexar to make sense. Or do they put the Raynor up there?
I don't know. Let's ask everyone at home. Who's going to win game number 2? Game 1, you guys picked the Sharks. You're 0 for 1 right now. But you still have a chance to come back. Maybe you guys end up winning the set or at least walking away with a tie. Time to vote now. Head on over to the chat for the top select team you want to win. Hit submit. Here we go. Game number 2. Braxis Holdout. And introducing the team on the left-hand side, playing that old boomer with the stick, it will be Richard Gere on the Deckard Cain. Heading over here to the bottom lane, we see Secret 333 on their Kel'Thuzad, the Pie Maker playing Raynor, Legacy on the Johanna, and as I said in the top lane, it will be Muffin on the Varian. Give it up for the number 1 seed in Division A East. They're known as Beast Coast.
We got some interesting things happening here with gillyShark as Jinxie Cat plays ETC, Stark plays Rhaegar, Chest Looter on Imperius, Ryokai on Sylvanas, and Zergy Monster playing Rexar. Imperius looking like they wanted to go top, but gonna join the mid. Possibly looking for that spear onto Deckard Cain.
Stoic, we didn't say anything about this yet. They got 2 bruisers and a tank, and then Sylvanas with the Rhaegar. Is this a hyper carry Sylvanas game or what?
I think that's exactly what this is. I mean, there's no other win condition as they leave Zergy Monster bottom. Okay. And the 4 rotate top for a gank.
Okay, so trying to catch him off guard, and now it's Varian. He's not even a hero yet. He's basically just a glorified melee minion, and Muffin might become first blood of the game. In fact, he will. Great rotation, great pickup there by the Sharks. Early aggression gonna pay off.
You know what I think they're going to do? I think they're going to put Chest Looter on the top, Zergy Monster on the bottom, and they're going to have the gank squad.
Oh.
It's a 1-3-1 here.
It's brilliant. A 1-3-1, and they can steal camps. Here they go, working on the enemy siege camp. But it was seen. They rotated right past them, and Legacy's going to shield there into the vent, noticing ETC nearby, now backing up to Sylvanas and Rhaegar. Power slide away through those siege minions. Here's the scroll of healing, locking him in with the big damage from Kel'Thuzad. 1 apiece now for each of our sides as Beast Coast gets the kill and the save on their camp.
Yeah, unfortunate timing and good job responding Beast Coast on the crash down, get that collapse onto the red team. But no significant advantage gained. The camp will be cleared up in no time. Zergy Monster should make short work of that.
There is the first camp pickup for the Sharks, now continuing to use this 3-man rotation between top and bottom. No one yet standing on the point. They don't want to give away that they're here, but now walking through. There's a spear from Imperius. Power slide through. Face melt as well. Muffin might fall for the second time. No, barely surviving that time. But it got really close again, Stoic.
Yeah, they definitely did. But now they step up, not respecting the spear. Eliminated.
My God. Is this Chest Looter again on this hero? It is. Okay. Game 1, it was the Junkrat. Game 2, I am already impressed with this Imperious. That's going to be a front wall on the fort and a bit of damage as well onto the fort. I don't think they end up killing it, but they do have both of the beacons right now.
Yeah, you know, the value was got there as the blue team is forced to respond top, and Rexar holds the bottom beacon. They'll get about 50% here before the objective is channeled away.
So, I know Muffin, right? Muffin is not happy right now. Gonna be playing with a chip on his shoulder for the rest of the game. I'm expecting to see big things now at level 4, picking up Twin Blades of Fury. This is what I thought was coming, and there's the dive onto Rexar. Misha gonna help peel it off. Rotation coming out from Rhaegar, but not enough friendly units nearby. Muffin should be just fine. Pharaoh lunge in, but yeah, back behind the wall and back to safety. In the top lane, a bit of trouble for Imperious now, as a few heroes approaching that front wall on the side of the gillySharks. But they're going to back on out, still in possession of that top side beacon, going to make the rotation to the bottom side now.
Yeah, you know, gillyShark's really commanding in this game, have almost a full level lead, have a significant advantage on the objective, and the blue team is just forced to respond to whatever they're doing.
And they're using 5 heroes in the bottom lane. Even if they get this beacon, what does it do for them? Not much. They're missing out on XP. I'd even like to see Chess Looter allow these minions just to kind of attack each other. That would mean XP globes hitting the turf, not being picked up. Now the rotation from Varian back up to this top lane, but oh my god, it's just too good. The rotations from gillyShark are all over the place.
Yeah, I think they either kill Varian and get this fort, or both.
Well, there's the black arrows from Sylvanas, going to help secure the first structure of the game. And they should be able to disengage this as well. Nice cleanse from Rhaegar. Going to make sure that Chain from Kel'Thuzad does not keep any heroes nearby. And Misha on the bottom side point, only up against the Johanna. This is a great matchup for the Bear.
It is good, as Johanna smacks and Misha smacks. They'll be here for a while. Stark coming here to support the Bear, but Secret and Richard Greer there as well.
Scroll of Sealing, not going to hit anyone as Stark's able to sidestep it. Playing the Rhaegar here in game number 2, going to regain possession of this bottom side beacon, and up top, Imperious doing really well against Varian. Muffin already falling to 50% with each spear. Chess Looter just has to wait it out, use that cooldown. And seeing Muffin walking towards that globe, going to try to step back onto the point. There's a spear connecting. Might get this kill, 300 health. Varian so low, but he's just going to whack away. Twin Blade after Twin Blade, and he's healing himself, actually avoiding a spear that time. Now Chess Looter has to run away.
Yep. Level 7 spike there showing for the blue team as they're able to channel about 20 more points in this objective. Holding the bottom. Red will cap the top.
Misha?
Oof. Oof.
I don't know what noise a bear makes. Is it just like grrr?
I think that was actually, I think I heard a bear say that once. So
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was it during your trip?
It was in the mountains of Idaho.
Oh boy, Varian. I didn't even see what happened. I guess he tried stepping onto the point and forgot there was heroes nearby.
Yeah,
that's the 3rd death of the game for Varian, and look at this. They got Hellbats walking in with a catapult. Sylvanas with the Merc Queen. They might consider pressuring onto this keep wall. A little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning. Both beacons in possession of gillyShark, and that's going to be the first Zerg wave of the game. Bottom lane will be the red wave. And they want to camp before that happens, but this is visible on the minimap. So here comes Muffin trying to stall this out, and the Sharks are going to back on out, knowing Rexar is not with them. They don't want that 5v4 fight. Instead, going to rotate towards bottom lane, try to push this in. Sylvanas is going to be the one up top, clearing out the enemy Zerg wave. And I like that decision.
10's extremely close for the red team here. With the falling of this fort, they will probably also get their level 10 advantage.
Nice spear landing on Muffin again. Varian does not want to fall. Nice cleanse. Going to make sure no one gets stuck in the damage of Kel'Thuzad, now sitting at 15 stacks on Master of the Cold Dark. That'll get them the halfway reward, but they will lose that bottom lane fort. Here comes the Bloodlust now onto this bottom lane keep, along with a few of these Guardians. Still throwing away some damage. Power slide out, trying to stay alive is Jinxie Cat, and she will stay up for now. As the Zerg wave will expire, they get just a little bit of damage onto that keep wall. And Sylvanas doing a pretty good job up top, making sure that fort does not fall. Stoic, thoughts through the first 7.5 here on Braxis. Who are you most impressed by, whether it's a team or a hero? Who's really standing out for you?
I love the 1-3-1 that gillyShark is showing. You know, they have it in their back pocket. They've obviously practiced and had the idea of how to run this, and it looks good. I mean, for the teams that don't know how to play Braxis, here's a way to do it, and it looks great.
Yeah, take 2 strong solo laners, and then 3 heroes that want to fight and win.
Yeah, well, and specifically the Sylvanas that in any lane where they find a kill can get that free structure damage.
This could be what Beast Coast needs. Take the fight directly to them. You know they're on these camps. They're able to walk in, and just like that, they're going to steal it away. Really, this back-to-back camps, we've seen this happen. Before it was on their own Bruiser camp. That time, they walk to the opposite end of the map and do the same thing.
Yeah, this actually puts gillyShark in a really tough position, as they're going to be stuck clearing this camp at the bottom, which will give East Coast time to clear this boss in the middle.
ETC gonna check it out, but they're gonna notice they are just a moment too late. Big stuns, but the cleanse coming out. Here's the power slide in with the mosh pit. They got 3 inside of it. Kel'Thuzad falls first. Silence also out from that wailing arrow. Can they get the finish? Yes, they will. Deckard Cain is down. Now it's Legacy who's low on health. Power slide through, and it will be a triple kill for the gillySharks. Although that boss is still on the map, it's in the bottom lane. I don't think they're too worried about it. The boss, not necessarily the strongest boss in the game. If they can instead get a keep, it's worth the trade.
I think that's what they're looking for here, as they get the black arrows onto these 2 front towers. Wailing away, but Kel'Thuzad with a big combo and lots of damage here. Highmaker falling low. Muffin. Windblades. Stand up there, staying alive.
Oh, Scroll of Ceiling gonna lock in ETC, and Jinxie Cat will fall. The boss is down, didn't even get through the wall. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, wait, no, that was the Bruiser camp? Okay, boss is in the top lane. Murda, please! Murda, please! Boss is still alive. 50% health, though. And another invade. Able to haunting arrow out. Ryokai's still alive. Or not. And Imperius gonna fall as well. A double kill for Beast Coast as the boss falls. They've been all over these enemy camps. I think they finally realized their game plan. You have to take the fight directly to the gillySharks. And oh boy, have they been doing that now. 26 stacks for Secret 333. They got pressure mounting in both lanes and possession of both of the beacons right now, Stoic.
Yeah, you know, these camps have been actually really, really bad for gillyShark. Like, every time they try to step up and take a camp, the blue team is there and takes it from them. gillyShark has a slight advantage here in the talents. Nisha checks this bush. Johanna looking for a condemn, is not going to find it. With this 13 advantage, will they push for a kill? Unleash the Boars is out. Jinxie Cat has Mosh in range of 3.
Not going to use it. There's the Bloodlust, however. One more power slide could be the trick for Jinxie Cat. Shadow Fissure coming out. There's the slide. There's the Mosh, but look at that Iron Skin from Johanna. Going to keep her alive. A few heroics used, really to no avail. They still have to defend this Zerg Wave. And on the backside, here's Varian Mega Muffin. I told you he was playing with a chip on his shoulder. He wants a kill. Angelic Armaments pop for Chest Looter, but he cannot get away from all those blue shirts. Big Zerg Wave still 78% alive. And it's going to be a defense of 4 at the wall for the gillySharks.
Yeah, you know, Varian here leading the game in hero damage. Slightly above even Raynor.
Shadow Fissure once again, that time barely missing his Secret 333. Varian's gonna hearth back, attempting to save their own keep on the opposite end of the map. Now down to 40% is the blue Zerg Wave. And they're gonna get this keep. Wow. Free money.
Yeah, with a still 3 Guardians to go, they'll have an easy retreat.
Boars.
Although, Boars come out.
Charge onto Pie Maker. There is the Stay a While and Listen. Big Spear going to connect onto Deckard Cain. Richard, you're in trouble. There's a silence from Sylvanas. Can Richard get away? He might be able to, actually. No. The bear just a bit too nimble that time. Nice pickup from Zergy Monster and crew. That will be the completion of Master the Cold Dark, however, for Kel'Thuzad. And this could be what they've been waiting for their secret pick for Secret 333 on this Kel'Thuzad.
Yeah. You know, it was an excellent Blessed Shield there to make sure that Deckard was the only one to fall there. for the blue team. Looks like gillyShark gonna fight over this camp. Let's see if they can get a bruiser camp for the first time in a little while.
Power slide in, still no mosh pit for 10 seconds, but this time the Sharks able to steal away a camp. Angelic armaments were popped, as well as the Bloodlust, I think, right? Came out at the same time as that Thunder and Lightning. That'll be 2 straight steals on 2 straight camps, and a couple more still available. A bruiser camp and a boss still on the map.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jinxie Cat taking anchoring position. Red team looking to rush down this bruiser camp. Lightning strikes, and these teams are taking camps within striking distance of each other. Red team, though, gonna concede this boss. It looks like they will.
Yeah, I like to stay a while and listen. Oh, fantastic pull. Sylvanas barely not actually able to get out. There's the cleanse onto ETC, and Jinxie's just going to walk it on back. Healing Totem drop to make sure Chest Looter's going to be okay in this moment. But with the boss on the map and 5 heroes for Beast Coast, they're looking to pick up their second keep of the game with the help of a catapult and a big wave as well.
Yeah, if they can survive, they'll get value bottom with that bruiser camp and siege. But it looks like Angelic Armaments is popped. Chest Looter looking to get out, but this
Shadowfish are too good, man. They get the double kill. Boss still alive. Make it Misha down as well. This could be game. I think this is game. I think Beast Coast is about to win. It's Twin Blade variant.
Yeah, it looks like both games will end with a boss on a non-objective time.
Another good pull from Kel'Thuzad. Poor shielding is down. Varian ends up falling, but I don't think it matters. 60%, 50%. GG's in chat as it drops below 30, 20, 10. GG. Game number 2 and the set going over to Beast Coast.
Yeah, I mean, both games are great. Interesting ending that they both ended with a boss on the core. I guess most games might, but
you know, the boss is the boss, right?
It's true.
You know, when the boss steps in, you got to just shut up, right?
Yeah. But also an interesting pattern that both games started with gillyShark showing a very intentional strategy that worked very well, and maybe got to give it to Beast Coast for adapting well, and ultimately coming out on top on both of these 2 incredible games we've had.
Yeah, you're exactly right. gillyShark had the early portion of both maps, had a distinct strategy being deployed in both of them, but Beast Coast able to make the necessary adjustments in the middle of the game, which isn't always the easiest thing to do. It also helps they're able to scale and get a guy like Kel'Thuzad going there in the late portions, but those adjustments, those small little tweaks and learning to take the fights at the proper moments on those enemy camps, at least there on Brax's holdout, really did make the difference for them. Outstanding work, and I think that's what everyone at home was expecting. Beast Coast walking away with the 2-0 victory tonight.
Yeah, you know, great games. I mean, I'm going to save these 2 replays that I now have and watch these again for gillyShark, because those are 2 interesting strategies that I think maybe I can't replicate to the same level that they did, but definitely some interesting play here. That's worth studying.
Well, we're going to try to set up an interview. I'm going to reach out to Mega Muffin, see what they're up to. Perhaps they don't mind a conversation. So, Stoic, do you want to hop on over to the NGS Discord, and we'll see if we can get in touch with them?
I'll be right there.
All right. Alright, Stoic is here. Muffin is on the way. And I'm going to swap us back here. And I got to turn off this little Discord window. Somewhere. There it is. Boop, boop. And welcome to the stream, Muffin. I called you Mega Muffin before. You did not correct me. You made a name change, my friend.
I did. Yeah, I was tired of people calling me Mega, so now I'm just Muffin.
Well, I love it. It's like wearing a new pair of shoes or something. You just want to show them off, and it's good to see you guys come out really strong here. Of course, I briefly sort of halfway mentioned it earlier, but you guys have a new roster, right? There's a bit of changes that had to happen And you guys still looked to be playing in top form. Maybe a bit slower at the start of both those maps, but you made adjustments, and you walked away with a 2-0 victory tonight. How's the team feeling in the moment? Is there anything special that you think really happened that might have changed that around for you guys?
We came into this not really knowing what to expect. You know, we lost our main healer, but you know, we have flexible players, and it's really almost our first time really playing this configuration. Like we didn't practice this setup at all with Richard on heals. So you know, we literally just winged it, but it worked out, right?
Oh, it worked out. You got to play a Gray main, and then you got to play a Twin Blades Vary, and that's always fun. But let's talk quickly about game number 1. It's the first pick Abathur on Cursed Hollow, which, you know, at the start of the game, maybe a bit slower, but once you're at level 10, and, you know, you got the Pie Maker able to pressure out the Phoenix in all those tribute fights, you guys started swinging around. You want to talk about the Abathur pick and how it played into the victory on Cursed Hollow?
Right, you know, we went into that draft knowing that, well, not knowing that they would give us Abathur, but if they did give us Abathur, they would take Samuro, because, you know, no one's gonna let us have both Abathur and Samuro, right?
Sure.
And, you know, I don't know if you remember, but Stark called us out last week. He says that, we have the worst Samuro, and, you know, I figured that I ought to give him a chance to show off his stuff, right? I can't say I was too impressed. I don't know, I was just kind of scratching my head. You know, he didn't really do anything, but, you know, people say what they want, right?
Well, one thing I will give to his credit, whether or not they're wearing a ton of kills, because I don't think either side really had a lot of kills in either game. That wasn't really the focal point of this matchup. It was really just macro play and decision making, I think. The Samuro, in my opinion, was used a lot for vision control, making sure they had eyes on you. They're able to take some bosses because of it. But I think in a certain right, I think you could be considered correct as well. But Cursed Hollow really ended up being a game of two halves there. The early portion, it was Junkrat with the insane stalls. I think you can show some respect on that. And then post level 10, like I mentioned, it was Abathur with the clone able to pressure back the attack. Is that the moment where it started swinging around, or is there something else I'm missing?
Yeah, you know, like for all Abathur comps, we're generally very weak early game, and when we had Diablo too, who also without souls, also very weak.
Yep.
Early game is your chance to run down an Abathur comp, but we scale very hard, very, very hard, and they just couldn't press their advantage hard enough early game. They couldn't, you know, destroy our forts, destroy anything really, and we just outscaled them.
A mule value indeed. Stoic, anything game number 1 you wanted to mention?
Yeah, I just want to know, like, so we had level 11, 8 minutes in when gillyShark got that first curse, you know, 0-3 for curse objectives. What were comms like? Was it totally calm? Was that expected, or was there any rallying that had to happen in the headsets?
Oh, yeah, I totally expected them to get the curses. Like, we take a while to scale, really, even when we do get to 10. But when they get the curse, I get excited. I get real excited, because that's our chance to run them down. Like, they're gonna be pushing, so we're gonna run them down, and you know how things went.
And we definitely saw that. You guys got lots of value during their curses. Excellent work.
Yeah, I think it was their second curse. You guys picked up a kill onto Johanna. A little bit caught out, and then you guys were able to steal away a siege camp, and you ended up picking up one of their keeps during their own curse. And that, to me, was like the moment in the game where it's like, oh crap, looks like Beast Coast is about to turn this one around.
At that point, we've hit multiple of our power spikes. We can do things that they don't expect us to do.
Game number 2, a bit of a different strategy than you typically see on Brax's holdout. gillyShark deploying the 1-3-1 strategy. Did you guys see that coming? The 2 bruisers, just the solo damage Sylvanas? What are your thoughts on their comp? And again, how did you guys make the adjustment to deal with it?
Braxis is split up into 2 phases. the first phase is the laning phase, which you can also do a not laning phase, like what they did here. They kept on rotating, they killed me a few times, they prevented our Kel'Thuzad from getting stacks, and then you enter the ring around the rosy phase, where you just have all 5 members of each team just walk around the map together. And they played the first part really well, you know? They Sylvanas to great effect, but, you know, by the time they destroyed our forts, and we destroyed their forts, what's left to do? You can't push a keep, so we start running around the jungle. And we ran around better than they did.
Yeah, so I was talking about early game, you ended up falling, I think, 4 times in the matchup. And in those early portions, they were really bullying you around specifically. And I was like, hey, I know Muffin. He is not happy right now. He's about to come out and whoop some tail with his Twin Blades variant in just a minute. And eventually, that's what ended up happening. You guys were walking directly onto those bruiser camps, said, fight me, bro. I got 2 of these sharp sticks in my hands, and I'm ready to stab you with them.
Yeah, a lot of the time, they kept the mentality that they had to prevent Kel'Thuzad from getting stacked, and they ended up giving a lot. They ended up giving a boss because they didn't want to fight us. They just were so stuck on this idea that they should not pick fights with us, but it worked against them very, very strongly.
Stoic, game number 2, what do you got?
I guess, like, when did you recognize that the laning phase is over and it was time to take over the ring around the rosy? Like, was there a moment or a cue that you saw from them or from your team?
You know, just when all our forces are down. They like I said, we don't push keeps on this map like as 5. We just run around the jungle killing people. That's why I love Praxis so much. This is my favorite map by far.
It's my favorite too.
Oh well, high five.
Virtual high five indeed. There it is. Boom. I don't know why people don't like it. Really, it's got so much uniqueness to it. Obviously, you have the beacon phase and the ring around the rosy business, but if you're a solo lane player like I played in my career way back in season 5, you got a lot of time to shine as a solo player. And Muffin tonight, I think you did really well in really a matchup that I was like, is this gonna work? Is Varian solo lane really gonna work? But eventually it did.
Yeah, you know, in draft, my team was like, "You're gonna lose." I'm like, okay, but at least I can hit people.
To a point, they were right though. You did fall 4 times, so
yeah, I did. I got wrecked, but I still got kills. Okay, that's all that matters.
Well, I got a couple more questions before we close it up. Maybe Stoic has another one as well. As for tonight, who do you feel on your team collectively, both games combined? Who was your MVP? Who stood out tonight and really helped this new look roster step up and get this victory? And then my second question after that, if you want to answer, heading into the playoffs, you guys are the #1 seed. I know I heard in an interview previously you guys didn't necessarily want to be #1. How are you feeling about the playoffs? How do you feel about your spot right now? And who is there to worry about during the playoffs?
Alright, so sorry for the first question. I think the MVP tonight is definitely Richard Geert. He's a really fantastic player. He stepped into our healer role, even though he much prefers playing assassin. He kept our spirits going. He has a really good energy about him. And, we all love playing with him. What's the second question?
Playoffs. How do you feel about the #1 spot? Who's there to worry about?
Okay, being #1 spot, I know that our 8th seed is either Too Calculated to Throw or Region Phoenix. I don't quite remember, honestly, but
I think they're actually Too Calculated Throws playing right now, and that has some...
Oh, yeah,
if they win or lose, right, yeah. Playoff implications there.
Yes. So, we played against them already. I think they are solid. I think we'll have a lot of fun playing against them. I'm very glad that we are not going to end up facing who I thought we would be facing in our first playoff match, honestly. Yeah, I thought we were going to be playing against Insomnia, and they 2-0'd, they 2-0'd us, and I'm like,
ouch.
I don't want to play against them again.
You don't want to get a little vengeance?
Oh, well, I'd rather have someone else take them out for us. Thanks.
Okay, fair enough. Stoic, any final questions from you before we close this one up?
No questions. Excellent game. All around. Good work.
Well, Muffin, of course, we're both really excited to see those playoffs start up next week. But before we let you go from this stream, it's time for you to get some shout-outs, my friend. Floor is yours.
All right. Well, my first shout-out has to go to Stark from gillyShark. He called us out last week, and I loved proving him wrong. Question mark? Did I prove him wrong? Who knows? But I proved something, right? But
we love both of you guys for the record.
Right. And shoutouts to you guys for casting us at the last minute. We thought this was about to go uncasted, and it made me really happy when we saw that you guys picked it up. Shoutouts to all our Beast Coast friends for watching. Shoutouts to my team for embracing this new roster and not struggling all that much. And yeah, it's all good. All from me.
All right. Well, once again, huge pog, huge congrats, and huge win tonight for Beast Coast. Congrats and best of luck next week in the playoffs, my friend.
Thank you. I'll see you guys.
All right, see ya. Okay, Stoic, I'll give you a quick call and we'll wrap this one up.
Sounds good.
And Stoic is back. Final thoughts before we walk away. Anything you learned that you're really excited to try out?
I mean, quite a few things. I mean, we saw some really good individual hero micro here across these different things. I think Abathur was an unsung hero of game 1, definitely. But overall, the macro strategies for both of these, I think it was a really effective, on Cursed Hollow, you talk about the stall comp and the poke comp. I think we saw gillyShark play it really well. Ultimately, didn't go well for him there at the end. And same thing with the second map. I've heard the 1-3-1 and Braxis talked about, saw it executed really well in that first laning phase. So, I mean, coming from Div D, I feel like I've definitely leveled up maybe 2 or 3 times tonight.
Ooh, the triple level up. Got a 3-level lead here for
New
Stoic.
follower detected.
Thank you for that follow, Chelsea B28. Thank you for joining the family. We are now approaching somewhere closer to that follower goal. For everyone who was here tonight, you guys were incredible. Just the 2 games. We didn't get a 3-game set this evening, but it was still a lot of fun. A nice little preview of a couple of playoff qualified teams for Division A East. If you want to check out the bracket, you'll want to head on over to nexusgamingseries.org. I believe those will be up Sunday evening or Monday morning-ish. I can't guarantee. The moment the matches are all played for Week 9 and all the flex matches are in and everything's booked and good, the div mods will be putting those brackets up. So if you want to follow along, nexusgamingseries.org to follow all that action. Of course, there's a lot of NGS going on tonight. Tomorrow night, our busiest 2 nights, maybe of the entire season, being in the final week. So we're going to get you on over to another match as quickly as possible. Stoic, before we go, any final words? You want to let them know where they can find you?
I've forgotten. You can find me on Twitter at HLS Stoic, and you can find me on Twitch at the same. I haven't done anything on either of those since the last time I shouted myself out.
Maybe soon. Maybe we'll fix that soon. If you guys want to find me, I'm over on Twitter at MurderRG. I let you guys know when I'm going live as much as I can. And of course, probably the best place to find me, if it's not here on Twitch, it could be over on YouTube. There's a link thrown out from Nightbot. If you want to do us all a favor, you click that link and you hit subscribe. I post all of my match VODs there. So if you have a team you like in NGS and you know I've casted them, hey, just go back and rewatch that VOD. Otherwise, hit me up on Discord, NGS server. You'll find me there, sitting on the NGS board. Say hi. I like talking to you guys. Love having fun. Tonight was a lot of fun. Stoic, getting to cast with you again, that was a pleasure.
It certainly was.
Hopefully we'll be back maybe tomorrow night. Who knows? Either way, I've been Murda. He's been Stoic. You guys at home have been fantastic. And we will see you guys in the Nexus.
possibility again from Alperian keeping targets up as Ragnaros landing a 4-man Sulfurish Smash, Durance of Hate from Mephisto, and this combination executed perfectly at the end of the game.
From Alarak, make it a quad kill set up by that East.
Wow, did you see that mosh pit? 4-man mosh pit while on a conveyor belt. That was like a regular sushi line.
Nukerak, core at 50%. Both cores are just absolutely melting. Which one's going to go down first? I think this is going to be Respect the Gooses. Oh my goodness.
Ring. Oh my goodness, the ring. Jaina just pulling up everybody here. That's a 4, make it 5.
And it does knock them all up. What a play! Oh my God! Somebody please clip that.